8 o'clock Eastern. I'm Jeff Beeman, Jeff Beeman Online.
I'm Chris from succeedwithchris.com.
I put him on the spot every week. It's like, come on, Chris, tell me who you are. So yeah, we're back talking tonight. We talk about a lot of eBay and recent on this live, and it's recorded, so you'll find it over on Chris's group, his YouTube channel. Succeed with Chris is the YouTube channel too, right?
Yep,
Same name.
That's correct.
Yep. So yeah, just
YouTube
get
channel,
on YouTube,
the Facebook group.
Yeah, just do a search, and I'm sure Chris probably has links down in his description areas as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll find the recorded version as well over on my YouTube channel, Jeff Beeman Online. So I've got that, got a little category set up over there for that. Fair warning, I am experiencing slow internet service tonight, which is normal for me. So I may cut out. Chris, however, is going to lead us through some ideas on the hot topic for every internet service out there: AI, artificial intelligence. When we first looked at it, especially for reselling, we thought, yeah, it really doesn't have this, but maybe it does. eBay for your description areas. So it's there. It's in people are starting to use it. So let's kind of just run with tonight and tell us how he's using it. And when he first looked at it, he's like, nah, I ain't messing with that. And now we're messing with it. So what do you got going on with AI over there, Chris?
All right. Well, okay, so this is pretty funny. If you're an expert in something, whatever you get your hands on, you normally don't have a problem with figuring out your title and figuring out your description. However, if you purchase something, or maybe you purchased a lot of something, like a whole collection or a storage unit, or you just bought a bunch of boxes blind, and you're like, oh, what is this? What is that? So if you're not familiar with something, you don't really know how to sell it, what's important, what the people are looking for, then AI is very helpful in coming up with a pretty decent title and a pretty decent description. Now, keep one thing in mind. This is not a finished product. So you're going to have to make changes to the title. You're going to have to make changes to the description, because AI is not perfect. So you really need to keep that in mind, because you can get yourself in a lot of trouble if you're just copy and pasting straight from AI directly into eBay, because it's not perfect. It's technology. Okay, so let's do a screen share.
Yeah, there's a little bit that I've messed with it. You get a lot of fluff, as they might say, in there, and you need to kind of do some editing on some of that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So what I am going to use as today's example is what's known as a teak's flower. Okay. So, hang on. It should have, I need to redo the screen share real quick. There we go. That's much more functional. All right. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what's known as a teak's flower. And if anyone who is watching has ever bought a pair of teak's ballet flats, they'll notice that a lot of times one of these flowers will come on top of the box. Believe it or not, these flowers are highly collectible, and some can be worth over $100.
Wow.
Now, go ahead, Jeff. What are you going to say?
I say, wow, I wouldn't have thought that. That's cool.
Yep. Now, this particular one is only worth $20. I do have some on my site. Let's come here. So I'll go down. I'll go down. Here we go. The crowns.
Mm.
People love these things. So that crown comes strapped to the top of a Teaks box if you bought the specific pair. I'm selling it for $75. Now, I'm usually running a 30% off sale, but none of my Teaks brand items are included in that sale. So this is my asking price. I may come down a few dollars. But as you can see, if someone wants this to complete their set, this is a bargain, because the only way you get it is to buy the shoes, and this particular set of shoes is no longer being produced.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is where we get into some, like, it's fashion and collecting. It's a crossover. Now this is pretty cool. Okay, so back to the Teaks flower. Teaks flower. Oh no, that's not on Chrome. That is preview. Here we go. Okay, so back to the Teaks, to this particular thing. I'm only selling this. So this is their neon flower, and coming up with a title and a description right now for me is very difficult. Now, I'm sure there are Teaks collectors out there who could do it without even batting an eye. I am new to Teaks. I've been a collector ever since I was a kid, but Teaks is something that I'm mildly familiar with. Okay, so that's what we're going to try to sell. Now, what I'm going to do is, I don't have the version 4.0 because it costs $20 a month, and I'm still having fun with 3.5, which is completely free. And I registered for a free account, so I can make an unlimited amount of requests every single day. And I'm telling you,
Chris, can I stop you a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify for anybody watching, there's numerous AI software or AI programs and apps out there. This is ChatGPT, which is one of the most popular, and probably was the first one that really made a wave across the internet for people to start learning about it. So ChatGPT is where we're at.
Yep. And there are a lot of companies out there charging $20, $40, $50 a month for their AI. And I find that funny because ChatGPT is their engine. It's their AI engine that they're using. Now, they might added some templates or something to try to up the value, but you could just go to chat.openai.com and use it for free. You just got to give them your email address and confirm your email address, and that's it. As many requests as you want. Now, here's the thing. You're going to have to talk to the AI like it's a child. So keep that in mind. It's a child, but it's going to work really hard and really fast for you. So I'm going to put in here, write an eBay post. And yeah, GPT does know what an eBay post is, which is great. Okay. Even if I wrote listing, it still knows what it is. It knows both words. Using keywords for Teaks flower neon, multiple neon colors on petals, and jeweled, I should say faux jeweled, because those are not real jewels. So faux jeweled center. Now, if I upgraded for GPT-4 and paid the $20 a month, I would literally be able to drop in that picture of the flower I showed you. I would be able to drop it in here, and ask it to write the post based on the flower. So eventually I'm going to have to upgrade, but for right now, this is what we're working with. And boom. Oh, did I word it wrong? No, Teak's flower. Oh, I should have put box topper because it's a box topper. Let's try. And oh, go ahead, Jeff.
No, you're fine. I'm just agreeing with you.
Perfect.
Looks that even this may be a little bit wrong. It still looks really cool.
Oh yeah, and you right. Box. Oh, I spelled box wrong. Do not spell stuff that really throws it off. Okay. So I'm putting box topper in there to see if I can get a little bit more accurate, because right now the AI thinks I'm selling ballet flax, and I'm not. I'm selling a box topper, and I should put the word only. Neon colors on jeweled. I should remove here and put it here. There we go. I believe that'll work much better. Let's see. Yes, there we go. That's what we're looking for right here, buddy. Right there. That is looking spiffy. So, title. It gives you a title. Teak's Neon Flower Box Topper. Multiple neon colors. Center. Kind of the way I wrote it, just reorganized the words so they made more sense. Description. Elevate your gifting experience with this exquisite Teak's Neon Flower Box Topper. The stunning accessory is designed to enhance your gift boxes, adding a touch. See, I'm correct that. These are not gift boxes. Adding a touch of vibrant elegance. The box topper features multiple neon colored petals due to playful charm, while the faux jeweled center adds a touch of sophistication to your presentation. So when you're doing this, you really have to read every single word, because these are the flowers that come on top of the actual Teak's shoe boxes, which in and of themselves are very unique. Now, the key features, you really got to read the key features very, very carefully, because sometimes this AI seems to believe that the box topper belongs on the shoes, and it will give you something like that, and that is wildly inaccurate. So, see, gift boxes. I'm going to have to change that to Teak's boxes. But everything else, I'm not going to read the whole thing out loud to you guys because that would get tedious.
Yeah.
It's talking about adds a pop of color and sense of luxury to your gifts. I'm going to have to get rid of that whole thing. And gift boxes here has to be changed. So this is what I'm talking about. It wrote a very good listing. It wrote a much better listing than I could write. And it did it in just a few seconds. And all I have to do is changes. And just to show you how easy it is to make those changes, I'm copying that over. And let's go up to, I don't see it. Oh, that's because I'm in a thing. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm having a wild.
Are you trying to go to your revised listings to revise it?
Oh no, I'm sell a similar.
Oh, okay.
Really, really sorry. So that's a Teak store, right? So I'm just going to hit sell item because all the brand names and stuff like that are correct. And we're just going to tell it to remove everything here. Remove all. And we're going to grab these photos real quick. There they are. I was looking and open. grabs all of them when you do that. We're going to come down here, all the way down here. I'm just going to go all and just replace all of it. So we're just going to have to come over here and grab the title real quick. There we go. Title in there. There we go. And then flower box topper. Anywhere I see gift boxes, I change that to teats. And then I'm just going to copy that. So then all I have to do is double click anywhere I see gift box, the word gift, and then paste it right over. And then we're going to get rid of this whole thing. And then the word gift again appears, getting rid of it. And transform your gift giving moments, blah, blah, blah. Getting rid of that whole thing. Because like I said, these aren't gift box toppers.
Yeah, and simplicity still rules in your description area. Again, we mentioned at the beginning of this that sometimes the AI puts in some extra fluff, and that paragraph or a few sentences that Chris just took out of there, that was fluff that didn't need to be there.
Yep, exactly. Because it doesn't really know what it's doing. I don't really know what guides AI. Flower only.
The aliens.
And that's right. Yeah, okay. So I'm selling the flower only, and there's metal in it, but I'm just going to clear it because I don't really know what it's. Clears, replace it. Now, if I would have trying to do two things at once and it's like rebelling against me. Yes, that whole thing. Let me recapture that and whoop. Boom, there we go. We have our pictures. We have our title. Well, I'm going to add that to it too, neon theme, because it is. This is just my location. I know how to find it because I have a bunch of stuff. And everything is right where it's supposed to be. Oh, got to change that price because that's only a $20 flower for that particular one, not a $75 flower. Right. Add volume pricing in case they want to buy more than one. And this is all correct. And that's it. And we're done. And we're listing it.
Bazinga.
See how easy that was?
One of my favorite sayings of the day for any kind of online work is quick, easy, and hassle-free. And this can be now for the novice person who is, just barely knows how to get a listing up on eBay, and there's several of them, many of them out there, and I'm not knocking anybody for lack of computer knowledge. It's just everybody's got to start learning somewhere. Some of this that Chris just ran us through could be a little bit overwhelming, but don't let it be overwhelming. Practice with it, play with it. It's not going anywhere. eBay has already added AI into, now I haven't seen, I'm not sure if it's a category thing or what is it that eBay pops it in there for you to use, because I don't see it much on listings that I've been doing.
Well, I believe they took it down.
They took it back down again?
Yeah, I think they took it down again. Because when I put up a new listing, I don't see any AI suggestions at all.
Yeah, I had it a couple of times a week or so ago, but I haven't really looked. I haven't looked for it, quite honestly.
Oh no, I went
So
looking
it
for
hasn't
it.
jumped out at me.
Yeah, no, I actually went looking for it because if I could use AI on eBay's platform, AI has access to the whole of eBay's catalog. Oh, that would be amazing. I would
Yeah.
literally pay extra money for that.
Yeah, I think the way it was working right now was just for the basic description area. I don't think anybody was
Mm-hmm.
using it for titles or for the item specific area. It was just for the description area. So yeah, maybe they're
Okay.
testing, maybe they're rolling it back out again later. I do not know. I'll have to check in on that. But yeah, if
Okay.
you're a novice computer person and you think, oh wow, this looks really high end, high tech, it's really not. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's a couple of simple suggestions. The Chat GPT, I want, make me a title, make me a eBay listing uh,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever your product is. Give it some details on what the product is, and it's gonna spit this out at you. And then all you got to do is edit it a little bit. So yeah,
Yeah,
cool
and
stuff.
keep in mind, oh yeah, and keep in mind, the more detail you give it, the more accurate listing will be. But you always have to proof it. Always proof it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go down a rabbit hole with you real quick, Chris. I heard on a video that I was watching here this last week or so, that
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously we know the description area on eBay. A lot of people say, oh, people never read the description area anyway. But you've got to have stuff there to cover your butt.
Mm-hmm.
I have a generic template that I put on every description, just in case I missed something on the item, so that I've got some kind of a backup to it. But since the item specifics have come out, and that's really where the algorithm is focused on search, when
Mm-hmm.
people put things into the eBay search bar, is the description area in eBay still an SEO piece of the puzzle? Or do you think it's kind of not a big deal because of the item specifics?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's SEO. Um, I mean, there is a little bit of SEO in there. That's why I like to put the title at the top of the description area, to link all of that. So it looks at the keywords in my title, it looks at the keywords in my it says, oh, this matches. This is an authority article. Boom, there you go.
Okay.
So that's what you're hoping. That's what you're hoping to do. So yeah,
Okay.
don't
Yeah, because I
shortchange the description area.
yeah, I was listening to a guy talk about the description area. He was like, "Oh, you don't need to put titles in. You don't need to put in keywords in your description area. eBay search does not look at that anymore. It's all item specifics and the title." And I was like, "Yeah, I think there's still a connection there in the description area that you need."
Yeah, no, that guy is completely wrong because this is why. Um, most most buyers don't search the left hand. They have to actually put in those little tick marks, the check marks into the box to activate that left-handed search. And eBay knows they'd love for everyone to use that 100%, but they know most people are not even using it.
No.
Like I still in on sorry guys, in Facebook groups, the ones that are focused on eBay, I hear a lot of people ask that question. You know, how do I find out how much something is worth on eBay? They're new and they have no idea how to filter their search.
Right.
These people are not using that left-handed column to search for their stuff.
No,
Okay.
they're just putting in the main thing that's on their mind. This is what I'm looking for: a new youth softball bat, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe a brand if they happen to be, have an idea of what the brand that they like is. But if they're brand new parents, this is their first year for a kid to play softball. They don't even know the brand. They're just throwing in, I need a youth softball bat. cheap
Mm-hmm.
to get my kids started, or youth softball cleats, or a bat or a ball bag that carries the bats and the balls and the cleats all in one bag. So yeah, that's what they're putting in the search, and then they're going to look at it and they're going to say, okay, which one's catching my eye, visual pictures, and what's the price.
Yep.
And a lot of them are going to look for the lower end, especially if they're first timers. They're going to look for the lower end price until they realize that, I shouldn't have bought that cheap one. I should have got the better one, more expensive, because my kids are tearing my stuff up, or tearing their stuff up. So yeah, that's where the disconnect is on, people that are searching for different things. And do people read the description area? Yeah, some will. Some will, because they want a little more information before they pull the trigger. You may have your price may be a little bit higher than somebody else, and they're looking at it going, okay, I like this buyer, he looks really good, or I like this seller, he looks really good, the product looks really good, and maybe they peek at the description area to kind of get a better feel for what they're going to get. So it's a piece of the puzzle.
It is. It really is, especially for the cell phone buyers, exclusively on their cell phones. They have to click another button to read.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, the description might be a little bit less important than some of the other areas, but at the same time, every area of your listing is pretty important if you want your listing to be seen by a maximum number of people.
Yeah, and we know most people are shopping on their mobile devices, their phones. Obviously there's some people that sit down at their laptop or their desktop and do stuff, but the majority, I don't even know what I'd say the percentage is pretty high, wouldn't you? Mobile buyers. The mobile app is made for buyers. It's not made for sellers. You can sell, you can list everything off of your phone, but the mobile app is made for buyers. So you've got tons and tons of people that are shopping on their phone, and so you got to have that information in there so that they can really get if they want to dig it up, they can.
Yep.
So cool.
All right.
Time involved with Chat GPT. A lot of times I felt this way. I was watching a guy, he's kind of an everything seller, but he was talking about selling t-shirts, which is why I watched his video, because I sell a lot of t-shirts. And he was going through the process of measuring t-shirts. And so a lot of times what I'm thinking, where I'm going with this thought is, man, that's extra time. Man, that's time consuming. You mean I got to go over to this Chat GPT and take the extra time to tell it to write me out this stuff? I'm trying to put in 20 listings a night in 2 hours. I don't have time for that. I just got to throw these listings up as fast as I can. Quality over quantity. Your thoughts?
It always quality over quantity, because you're using a listings up to hit a number, and being careful, accurately representing what you're selling. You're going to have a lot of questions. It's unnecessary. I'm not saying 15 minutes in one listing. Listing takes you 5 minutes to put up. There's no shame in that. You can still get 12 done an hour, 24 done in 2 hours. Think about it. You're still hitting your number. Yep. You're just giving it a couple extra minutes. It'll sell a little faster and a little bit closer to your eyes.
Right. And as you said at the beginning of this tonight, that if you have a product, an item that you're just not real familiar with, you're not familiar with the brand, the category, what the item does, whatever, then that's where your Chat GPT is going to come in to help you number one, become more knowledgeable about the item for yourself, and number two, to help make sure that the right buyers are seeing it because you're giving the correct information about it. So if it's a $20 item, is it worth an extra 2 minutes to use Chat GPT? $50 item, $100, what's it gonna, what's it gonna be? You got to set your business the way you need to set it. But yeah, $20, heck yeah. I'm not gonna mess around and have a $20 item sit there for 6 months because I did a bad job of listing it.
And that's what ends, because Jeff, I didn't.
No, you're fine. I said we all know that happens. It happens to me, but this helps.
Yeah, but like I've had watch other against higher quantity sellers their YouTube videos, and one of them, the Rockstar Flipper, what's his name? Do you remember his name?
I haven't watched him for a while. I forget.
I forget his name. Anyway, if you search for the Rockstar Flipper, yeah, he'll come up. He sells in large quantity. He supplies other sellers. He even has a listing service for so much. He'll list your stuff for you. Even he said he's had listings that just sat for months and months, and he retook the pictures and rewrote the description, and it's a few days later.
Yep.
So think about that now. Yeah.
Yep.
And he's got lots of people. I've done it. Jeff has done it.
Yeah, I ran into a batch of stuff here just this last week that's like, man, how did I mess that up so bad? And I'm retaking. A lot of it is the picture. Sometimes it's title, but most of them's pictures. And it's like, oh man, there's some bad pictures on. I got to go fix it. So yeah.
There's another. Her handle is the rural. That is so hard to say. Yeah, and she's very energetic. Her videos are really easy to watch. You got to go back a few years, I think. She took down all of her eBay listings. Like, she took all of them down. She dug all that stuff out, retook the pictures, made sure it was what it said it was, rewrote the listings, and relisted everything. And she said it did wonders for her sales. It's a lot of work, but she did it, man. She was a champ.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't recommend taking. I mean, if you've got a lot of listings, I don't recommend taking them down completely. I would recommend finding 5 a day. 5 a day and go fix them. That way you're not. Because there's always that oddball sale that could come through if you have it on there. But yeah, 5 a day. Just give yourself a few extra minutes to go in and pull it, retake the pictures, fix the title. Maybe use a Chat GPT to fix your title and description on that one if you think, yeah, I'm just not sure about it. There you go. Well, my friend, speaking of needing to get things done and listings done, I have a goal for my listings today, and I've got to take a lot of I've got most of them drafted. I just haven't done pictures yet. So I got to get that done because I spent most of my day in a storage unit today. So y'all can check my channel out for that as we go on. But yeah, I think that great information, Chris. Thanks for leading us through that. The part of asking the Chat GPT to give you what you're wanting, I was a little bit unsure of, and that helped clarify a couple of things for me. I've been just going in and telling it I need an eBay title and I've just been doing title by. I've been doing the whole thing. So that's cool. That's cool. So thank you.
No problem.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get out of here so I can get my stuff done. And unless you've got anything else, we'll plan on next week. Same time, same station.
Awesome. Sounds great. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. Don't forget to check the YouTube channels out and subscribe to our channels, folks. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Happy selling.